had presents here, and they knew that you had gotten them presents there. Christmas was covered. Christmas was fucking covered. Christmas was goddamn covered. If you go on and on about it like our kids were fucking destitute.
I've never gone on and on about it. I'm saying that I wanted a part of their lives while they're super sad. You were going off about me. You were pushing me out of their situation just by being ornery with me. And they were troubled by it. And I was trying to make their Christmas a little better. And all I was doing, and I was trying to send you the money for you to do any shopping that needed to be done, and you wouldn't talk to me. I tried over and over to just call you and talk to you about it.
I have you throwing money at me.
I left you a message with the money. You just had to read it. There was text. You didn't give me any definition of format. I gave you text. I gave you calls. I sent money. I put money in the joint account. I tried to make Christmas special.
I was pretty clear about that.
Yeah, well,
I said, I don't want to talk to you.
and I sent you money that had a text, and the text was readable.
Yay, and I didn't need it, and you obviously did, Mr. I can't fucking buy tickets home.
I bought tickets home. I'm waiting on the refunds. Like I said, the money's coming.
Yeah, you could buy A, but you didn't have it when you needed it.
Well, all the kids' SSA money went to a different account. I got Constance here, so that paid for her ticket. Thank you. I got 2 months of that. That took care of that. Okay.
Fucking done. And what about, you want to get technical? You really do?
Yeah.
You really want to go there with me?
Okay.
I have the fucking numbers where you owe me fucking child support for 3 kids, and I only owe you for 1. So technically, I don't owe you a goddamn thing, and you owe me for 2.
And like I said, I pay you back when the money comes in, as far as that's concerned, but I did not get any SSA money, and I did not get child support for Constance.
Okay.
And you did.
You don't get child support for Constance because I have 3 kids, and that outnumbers the one that you have, which means you owe me $83 a piece for 2 children, okay? And you can keep the $400 as the 2 months of SSA for Constance. Oh, and I'll send you another $10 because it was $205.
Oh, good Lord.
You want to be
No, you're the one that's talking about the money. You're saying that I needed that money. No, I spent money on tickets. I canceled the tickets. It takes 10 business days to refund.
You need to send a goddamn thing to Ralph.
You could have said anything in your messages. All you did was send the money back and block me from sending the kids a present for Christmas. I wanted just to send them a simple present. I tried to give you the money to do it. You wouldn't take it and you wouldn't talk to me. I did my best. I went to you first. I didn't bypass you. I went to you first. Ralph was a last resort.
You know what?
And then you told me to call Joey. I can't even call her. I wrote her 2 months ago. I can't contact her now. You said if anything needs to be bought, go to Joey to tell her to buy it. She can do a better job.
Maybe you should just fucking deal with me. And the fact that
I'm trying. I am trying. You wouldn't take my calls. I sent text. You didn't reply. I mean, nothing. I was blocked.
I did not need your money.
You didn't even say that. You didn't tell me why you rejected it. I didn't even know what the deal was, so I had to find alternate routes. And I did find alternate routes. I did my best. I just wanted to send him a little something. Jenny obviously needs a computer. That was a necessity, and she can take that with her.
And she knew that.
No, I bought it. I looked at them here. Do you want to know what Zeke got for that same price? A stupid Chromebook. They're so much more expensive here. It's crazy. It was way better of a deal, and it worked out good for her, and she needed it anyway. She got it for Christmas. Oh, Lord. I just want to work together for our kids' sake. Even if you hate me, it's stupid that you hate me. There's no reason any more than I should have to hate you.
Think about why I hate you.
Yeah.
It makes me hate you more. So fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hate you. I'm gonna hate you forever.
That's
We can
mature.
work on only kid stuff. I will discuss house with you, and I will discuss kids with you, and I will not discuss our personal relationship because it is fucking trash.
Okay. Fine.
Fine.
I'll let you know, kids, for any future reference. The bullshit happened because for 8 years, mom and I stopped caring about each other romantically. We got divorced a year ago. Well, it was February of 2020. Right now, it's December 30th, 2020. So we've been divorced for 8 months. And I started a relationship with somebody who your mom and I had discussed that I would be having a relationship with. I even had talked to mom last year about the possibility that me and Lakin may have a baby someday. This was last year, long before I came here to have a relationship with Lakin, possibly. Lakin and I, as well as mom and I, talked about Lakin and I possibly someday having another baby. It was on the table back then. So then I moved in with Lakin. I told mom well in advance that I was doing so. And then we ended up having a relationship. And I told mom within 20 hours of us deciding that we were going to have a relationship. And she's still texting me. Anyway, so uh, we were friends for like, I don't know, up until a week before Christmas. And then I had told mom, well, I told you the same day that I'd slept with Lakin. And so going forward, I just wanted you to be free, to be your own independent person, to be able to do what you want, date, find a new life, whatever. I didn't want to string you along. I thought I was giving her respect. She went out and dated like 2 days later with someone, left Jenny home. Jenny's 11 right now in 2020, right? With two kids, IRL, age 9, Amelie, age 7, just turned 7, like barely, like a month ago. So she goes out for 14 hours, doesn't tell anybody. I catch her because I have GPS installed in all of our cars. I always have. That's what this is in my pocket, you know. So I knew that she was out on the other side of town. She was supposed to be doing a job for our business in Hilo, and she was on the other side of the mountain. She was going up Saddle. And she broke down there. She had all these problems, but she was out meeting some random guy off some random website she'd never vetted, didn't know anything about him, just random hookup, and leaves everybody alone. And I'm wondering where the fuck she is for 14 hours, being left with, three young kids under the age of 11. See, this is what I do. I put this in all of our cars. Mom's always known this. I've got the apps on both of our phones. So I knew where she was. It was very easy for me to find. I put this in my luggage. I put these everywhere. We've always used these. So it was easy for me to know where she was, but she was lying. She was like, "Oh no, I just broke down, nothing, really." And then she fesses up, and so I can play you what she said, so that I didn't cause all this. It took two of us. I shouldn't have to go through this. It sucks that I do, but I want to let you know that I am to blame in some ways. I wasn't always great to your mom. Sure, we're both responsible. I have to admit that. Fuck me. I'm so sorry, guys. I wish this had never happened. But this is mom. With her lying and deceiving people and going on random dates. She was doing this before when we were still married with a girl named Joey, who Joey is saying she's a lesbian, even though she's married to a guy. She's told me she's a full on lesbian and that she has interest in mom. And that if mom was single, she would take her. This is what she's told me. And then mom started allowing her to call her wife. And she had other people calling her wife, a very sacred term, I think, that should only be reserved for a husband, or whatever, your spouse. You shouldn't be letting everybody call you that. That's a very special term. So, anyway, this is what she did. 2 days after I told her that I had a relationship, long after we got divorced, 8 months later, after we were divorced, and after I had already moved out once and went to Seattle. Anyway, this is what happened.
Okay. So actually do apology, and I owe Jenny apology, and she's gonna get one. Okay. So I like God slapped me right now. He told me, fuck that. I mean, I have been punished. Okay. I have been severely punished for my bullshit and trying to date. And yes, okay. So I installed a dating app the day you told me you were gonna fuck Lakin. I did it out of vindication and hurt, and I installed the dating app and I set it up. Not before. You said I had done it before. Nope. I did not do it until the day you told me you were gonna boink Lakin.
Yeah, let's see. She went on and on.
And I don't feel bad about that. I feel bad about lying to Jenny. down. I'm just done. I'm done with it. It was stupid. I've been severely punished. I had the worst day ever, walking up fucking Saddle Road and then having to deal with this shit. Yes, I've been punished. I'm remorseful. It's stupid, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry to you. I'm sorry to her, and I'm going to apologize to her, and it's fucked. But I've realized my main focus has got to be 100% on my kids and absolutely nothing else. And so I'm done. Okay? I'm done. That is it.
Anyway, I don't know. She goes on and on, but she was doing wrong. Before we were divorced, while we were married, she was having secret rendezvous. She wasn't telling me with people who wanted to be romantic with her, a lesbian. It was just, and it was too much. It was a lot of disrespect. It was a lot of neglect, and we ended up getting divorced. I filed, not her. We agreed to this on multiple levels. We had thought about staying together, even though divorced, but it wasn't going to work out. And then I ended up falling for Lakin, and it is what it is. It's not to hurt anybody. I'm sorry if any of you are hurt. Sorry, having a rough time.